Alright guys, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how you can go from 272 FPS or to this 316. And even in Warzone, I've gained from like 130, 135, 139 to 167 FPS. And the first thing you guys have to do is go to system protection and turn on the system restore. So if anything goes wrong, you can always go back to the previous state. So the first thing you guys want to do is install the AMD chipset drivers. If you guys haven't installed chipset drivers, then you can just go to this website, like go to resources, and then you can just install your chipset driver from your AMD socket. So I have B550. I'm just gonna click B550 submit and install these latest drivers. But if you guys have installed the latest chipset drivers, or even so you guys haven't updated your drivers, what you guys want to do is I'm gonna show you is gonna you guys need this application. So you guys need this application DSM X64, and you can just press run as administrator, and then you can just go to drivers and uninstall your AMD drivers. So these are the AMD drivers: advanced GPU 2 UM bus, advanced GPU 3, advanced PCI Express, and then there's one security. So you can just select these and you can just delete them, and it will delete the it will wipe every bit of trace from your computer. And then you can just restart the PC after deleting it, and then you can install these chipset drivers. And for the GPU drivers, all you need to do is use DDU, like display driver uninstaller, and then install from the official NVIDIA website. Like you install NVIDIA official website, and then always when you install these drivers, what you need to do is don't install these HD drivers, HD audio drivers, and then also don't go for the Express. Always go for the custom settings, and then you can press the clean install. And once you install these, and you guys want to do is what you guys do is go to the power settings. Power settings. So I have a software which is called Power Setting Explorer, and in these settings, I'm gonna show you what you should do and why you should do some stuff. Okay, so the first thing we wanna go is processor energy performance preference policy, and what it does is I'm gonna show you here. So let's open up the task manager, press here, and you guys can see the activity, right? Let's say if I turn on the where's the finals? Finals, right? I'm gonna turn on the finals, and so watch this. So finals is turning on, right? So you can see how it's going 4.6, like it's going normally, it's boosting up. If I put the default value, you can see, like, just watch this. If I put the default value here, like 10, and applied it, and look at this, it went from like 4.64, 4.38, like literally the half of it, right? And look at this. Now it's not that much. It's not boosting to 4.7 like the highest speed, maybe 4.7, 4.6, right? And as soon as I press 0, Click here, apply, and check this out. I'm instantly, look at this, 4.68, 4.6, 4.5, easily. See it? What happened to the game? Okay, wait, I'm gonna show you guys one more time. Finals running. It's here. So game is gonna run. Let's see how what is gonna boost. So with this setting is from official Microsoft website. So they recommend if you want full performance, you go to 0. So it's gonna prefer performance over energy. It's gonna go full performance here. So you guys can see it's going like 4.69, 4.7, yeah, 4.7 is going. And soon as I hit the setting to 10, which is default for the AMD, and 50 for Intel, is gonna go down. Look at this instantly, 4.5. And now if I press 0, apply, 4.7 from 4.5. So I'm just gaining performance just with one setting. That's it, 4.72. That's insane. And so I do not recommend increasing this performance threshold, or decreasing performance threshold should be default, which is good. Don't need to change that. And one more setting is pers- processor performance boost policy, which is 60 default on the balanced. I use balance because for AMD it's always recommended to use balanced, because this is some kind of like a bug from the AMD. It doesn't is not stable to use high performance, and it feels like you have a heavy aim. Like it's not responsive enough. Like input lag is extremely high for some reason. That's why it's important to just tweak balance and get the most out of the from the system. So you can kind of see here, right? So boost policy was default to 60, mine put it to 100. This setting a change, and the minimum, this is the important one, the minimum power rate. So by default on AMD it's 0, and by default on Intel, which should be 5, I use 1, and I'm going to explain why I use 1. So what it does is, when you use 1, it's gonna lower every single background process to 1% CPU. So it's not gonna give all the performance to your processes behind, like a background process, like you know and it's always gonna improve your latency. You can check, by the way, when you're in game, you can just minimize it, uh, go to 1 or 0, and check also 100. When you on load, if you go like put 100 when you're on load, and it's gonna like increase latency for some reason whenever. So basically, if I'm using Google Chrome, or I'm recording with OBS and stuff like that, I would always just use, like, I checked, if I use 1, it's much more stable, no stutters. If I use 0, I get micro stutters in Warzone and in finals. If I use 5, I get like input lag, which is default for the AMD systems, or like for the Intel systems. I also tried it, but the 1 is just works best. I also tried this with the 5950X. I also tried with the Ryzen 3600. So I've also tried with the Intel system. Intel get the best boost for that. And obviously AMD has the highest input lag out of all because of the Infinity Fabric system. So this is the power plant. This is important. If you guys do this perfectly, like correctly, you will gain a lot of performance. And the next, I'm gonna go with device manager. I'm gonna show you why it's important to disable devices. Okay, so if you guys are not using your HD audio Realtek drivers or any onboard drivers for the audio, if you're not using it and you have installed it, it's gonna take a lot of latency. So I'm gonna show you how it's gonna take a lot of latency. So I'm gonna show you. So the normal, so this is the normal one. So if you guys see here, no, nothing, just the onboard drivers are enabled, and you can see the execution time in 4 minutes is like a 164.0. And if I just go to the BIOS and disable like onboard HD audio, and it is here. So the HD audio here you can see is from 164 to 17.3. You can see it's lower, it's like extremely it's just latency just is gone. And even so, I'm going to show you here. I am using the USB Realtek network adapters. So it's a USB one. I'm not using onboard because it caused me some kind of latency. My tracker was really bad in that. Even new drivers, like it's a hectic. It's not good. So I just disabled my Realtek drivers and I got this USB network adapter, and it just works perfect. You can see kind of here I'm using it here. So if I go like NDIS, which is the network drivers, where is the NDIS? So this is the network, yeah, the network driver interface specification. Mine is like in 4 minutes, like 3.8. That's insane. Like it's so low. And on my motherboard, with like my motherboard drivers, which was like 120 ms. So that was really high in 4 minutes. I just disabled them. Pretty good. So we got power plans out. We got this latency, the onboard devices. So which give me a second. Which things you guys should not disable? Like you guys should not disable any system devices. Don't disable it. Anybody who says that is fucking stupid. Don't disable. Just don't. And also, I'm not using my camera audio, so I've disabled my camera audio. It like gains a bit of FPS, like a 1%, 2%. Like if you guys disable these devices, you guys are not using it. Okay, but also don't disable these network device, like these security devices. Just do not disable these devices. I've tested it, not worth it. It just cause like unstable. It's just unstable. Also, I'm gonna go with network setting. I'll show you what you guys should not do for the network. So do not disable these one and two. Do not disable these two. Okay, do not disable these. And yeah, just don't disable these. For some reason, if I disable both of these or anything, like the first two and the last three, right? I like this one. I would get insane input lag. And also, what you can do is, if you guys want more responsiveness, I'm gonna show you. So I've also disabled this my network controller. So what you wanna do is go here, and where is the power saving option? So you just disable the power saving option. It's perfect. Don't need to do anything. Just disable, so you gain like more performance and more responsiveness out of it. Okay, don't do anything else. Don't do registries. Don't do the network where people go like 0 0 network throttling. Don't do it. I've read it on the Microsoft website. It causes some lag. I've trusted it. It does lag. Don't do the responsiveness settings from the registry. Don't do it. All right. Don't do these stupid settings. All right. It doesn't do anything. It just hurts the CPU performance. I'm gonna be linking all these settings in my description and like gives you the websites. You can just read it if you want. And okay, so we got this thing with disable devices, power options, drivers. So I think that's it. And if you guys don't, if you have a like a Bluetooth setting, like if you have a Bluetooth device, like if you go Bluetooth, right? You go Bluetooth, and if you have a neighbor, like you have Bluetooth device is enabled, you can just turn it off. Like don't use Bluetooth. It's gonna add a latency. All right, and that's it. That's a If you guys follow it correctly, you will get insanely good FPS. I'm gonna show you in game.